Hello Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for One Piece chapter 1053, which is the last chapter pre-hiatus. Last time I thought that 1054 would be the last chapter pre-hiatus. We'd have one more chapter next week, but nope, this is it until July, till late July. But yeah, when we lost our heroes, the battle was over. We saw more of the aftermath of everything. The five elders back at Marijoa reacting to the fall of two emperors at the same time, along with the fact that Wano will remain closed for now. There's a little bit of mystery around the CP0 guy, the last remaining CP0 member. They tried to order him to capture Robin, but the call is cut out, so he doesn't quite get the order. Someone in the comments commented that it was Ryogyuku, whatever the fuck his name is, you know who I mean, the last admiral. The wiki, though, only said that someone did that, so maybe we don't know who that is. I'm a little bit unclear on that. But anyway, Hawkins and Drake have a conversation, as Hawkins admits that he was the one who only had a 1% chance of surviving the raid, and he was too prideful, realizing Kaido was going to lose, to go back to Kid. And then he maybe dies? He slumps over, and it sure seems like he's dead, but like, this is One Piece. People rarely die in One Piece, except for Izo and Ashura Doji, who we do learn a week later, after Peace's return to Wano, did die for real. So that's sad for them. But then Luffy and Zoro, after a week of being in a coma, finally wake up, and they start to party. We have a bit of a bath scene that gives us some good trans rights vibes, I'll say that much. But then, back with Kid and Law and Apu, we find out that Apu has told the world about what happened at Onigashima, and new bounties are in. We don't find out what those new bounties are, but also new emperors have been declared. And given this week's chapter is new emperors, I think we're about to find that out. But also, Ryogyuku is on Wano, doing something on a phone call with Sakazuki. And if he did like stop CP0 from getting the order to capture Robin, then like maybe there's some weird, he has some particular allegiance that we don't know about yet. I don't know. Lot to be seen there. But with that said, let's dive right on in chapter 1053, New Emperors. Our picture here seems to be an ad for that One Piece Odyssey game that I've heard a little bit about, but I didn't really watch the trailer for it because I don't game that much. But yeah, it's a color spread with some characters I don't know. We'll see what comes of that when that game comes out. Anyway, chapter 1053, New Emperors, and we open back at Sacred Marijoa as someone calls in, "What is that picture doing there? We never had the opportunity to approve this, and I'm certain I told you to remove the D off the name." Okay, this seems to be... Oh, okay, so yeah, this is one of the elders talking to a marine, I guess at like the printing factory. I never heard that, sir, and the photograph came straight from Guernica of CP0. Is Guernica the last surviving member of the CP0 gang at Wano? I'm guessing that's his name, because there's no one else who was at Onigashima who is still alive to, like, tell anyone what happened there. But the big bushy stash elder reacts, "Reprint them now! Do not let these go out into the world! But we can't get in touch with the printing factory! Stop the presses at once!" And we see, what's-his-face, the news guy, fuck, I'm blanking on his name. The bird guy who was at the wedding, just laughs, "Quahahaha! Just look at that mystical form. Carry these far and wide, folks." Okay. I see what's going on here. The image is of Gear 5. When I saw mystical form, I was thinking like Kaido's, dragon form or something. But like, given that Luffy is definitely going to be one of the four emperors by the time this chapter is over, I bet money on that. I think his wanted poster both has D. Luffy and shows Gear 5, shows Nika, Joy Boy, whatever you want to call him, and Newspaper Man, who I'm really blanking on. Why am I blanking on Newspaper Guy's name? Fuck, why am I blanking? Morgans, that's his name, Morgans. He's living for the drama, we stan. The last message sent out by Cypherpole after they vanished in Wano was, "It's Big Mom's ship. I won't let them manipulate this narrative. At moments like these, when the world is in flux, the straight facts are the most fascinating news there is." Okay, so that's, like, Morgan's the character I kind of want to explore more, because, like, he's not, fuck the world government, let the world know the truth, and he's not, play by the world government's rules. He's like, whatever's most exciting, whatever narrative is most fascinating to the world, give them that because they will buy my newspapers. And Morgan yells out, there's nothing like good old live entertainment. Quah-ha-ha-ha-ha. And we get the narrator. As people all over the world are seeing this, we see what looks like the first panel there's a poster of who looks like, is it Cavendish? The guy with the sort of like sleeping personality guy back in Dressrosa? The Emperors of the Sea, Kaido and Big Mom, defeated. The shocking news took no time at all to make its way around the world. 2 of the emperors, who had ruled over the sea for decades, toppled in a single night. And upon 3 pirate captains, Monkey D. Luffy, Eustace Captain Kidd, and Trafalgar Law, the government placed a shocking bounty of 3 billion berries each. Quality shit. And we see the photos. Law does not have the D in his name. I guess that's still somewhat a secret. Also, the water thing in Law's name, I've always been kind of curious why the water part of his name was such a secret. He was introduced as Trafalgar Law. It wasn't, the twist wasn't just he had the D. It was also the water? I don't know. But the most important part there, beyond the 3 billion berries, which of course is huge, doubling Luffy's bounty and increasing Kid and Law's bounties by a factor that I don't even remember what their old bounties were. But yeah, also the picture of Luffy is not his old picture. It's him in Gear 5, the picture that Guernica took during the fight with Kaido. And then we come to Udon in Wano, back with Apu, where everyone's reacting to Apu giving them the bounties. 3 billion berries? Boss! Well, Captain! And Apu looks around. Hey, where'd Kid go? He was in some kind of state. Was Kid not here? I thought he was. Because I thought Kid had the whole line, but we know it was you who did all this, Apu. I don't know. He might have just left already. Killer tells him, the flower capital is my guess. Wah, wah, wah. Not surprised you have that reaction. And the Kid Pirates behind him are all yelling, let's go there too! They're having a party today! Perfect, let's celebrate! But we see Beppo in the background, eyes gleaming at the news. Law doesn't seem to be quite a great thing. This is gonna be trouble. And then we see some guy, I guess, preparing for the party back at the Flower Capital. Not really dealing with all the drama, what we just learned about, the fucking bounties. Though, we still don't know from this scene which 2 of them are emperors. Or are they going to be the 5 emperors now? Because Luffy, at the end of Whole Cake, was dubbed, the 5th of the 4 emperors, right? And, like I kind of alluded to last chapter, there's nothing in last chapter that... Or there's nothing in the Yonko as a concept that states there must be 4 of them. They can become, the Goko, I suppose. It's not like the Shichibukai, where they were an organization of 7 set up by the government. The 4 emperors feels a bit more arbitrary than that. So maybe there will be 5 emperors, genuinely. I don't know. Anyway, this guy is making food. A broth of wood ear, mushroom, and chrysanthemum. For the first tray, tofu egg cakes. In the flat bowl, decorative lotus root. Crisp pickles in the small dish. For the soup cup, these are exalted guests. Everything must be perfect. So I've been mashed, firmed up in hot water, tasted for poison 3 times. Ahem. And now, we sit at the castle. I am proud to serve our esteemed guests. A traditional Honzen Ryori meal, worthy of a shogun. Do enjoy. And we see it's just Jinbei now. Everyone's already, I guess, gone out to party. Wahahaha! None of them could wait 2 hours. But it looks delicious. I can sense the care you put into it. Sounds lively outside, though. Because it is a little weird that, Luffy would leave food. But we see that the party's going on outside. Everything's free today. Free! Shooting games, goldfish scoops, choco bananas. Luffy's chowing down all the festival food. Yakisoba, takoyaki, grilled squid, candied apple, cotton candy. It's Chopper and Yamato are with him, all gushing over the food. It's my first festival. This is so much fun. We see Brook is giving a concert outside. Luffy calls, "Rocket, Brook!" Yeah, listen up for this next song. We'll play a favorite of my friend and yours, Brother Odin! Even though Brook never fucking met him, but okay. And Hiyori tells them all, it's Moon Princess. And the crowd goes wild for her, Princess Hiyori! But then we come to beneath the castle. We sort of leave the party. for Tenguyama and Robin. Okay. Are you curious? Nico Robin. And I love Robin's outfit here. She's killing that robe. Mr. Tengu, how do you know my name? I mean, I get he probably knows your name because you kind of saved the country, but okay. But Tenguyama tells her, that's my Kokeshi doll. Aren't they just the cutest? Not really. So she's just like looking at these dolls for some reason. But why is her collection here? This is the room where I keep my hobbies secret. I was imprisoned here for several years, you see. But we see in that room is not just the dolls. It's the poneglyph. Which, okay, was it one of the road poneglyphs that was here, right? I forget where all the road poneglyphs are. I'm gonna go to the wiki to see if I can find where they all are, but also that might give some spoilers for what's right about to happen here. Let me see. Okay, so we have one that's at the tree in Zoe, the one in Big Mom's place, but we have a copy of it. Thank you, Wiki, for reminding me. There's one in Wano and one in Fishman, but we don't know where the one in Fishman is. I'm guessing this will be the road poneglyph that's in Wano. I'm presuming. I don't know. Anyway, the revelation he was in prison shocks Robin. Imprisoned? Who are you? I thought you were a blacksmith. I had some skill at forging katana, but it was only for fun. Ruling a kingdom can be so tiring. Is that Odin's father? Is that what he's about to drop on us? He takes the mask off, and Robin sees him for the first time. Huh? My name is Kozuki Sukiyaki, the father of Kozuki Odin, former shogun of Wano, Kozuki Sukiyaki. Okay. I might have to go back and, like, look at all of his scenes again at some point and see how that changed. It's one of those twists that's like, I'm gonna have to go back and, like, re-examine all this. Like, how does that change our reading of Tengu's, the way he cares for Tama, his dynamic with Tama, and his dynamic with Toko over the course of the past, if he's also the former shogun? I don't know. Interesting things to examine on a reread. It's a sort of twist that I think might either really enhance a reread or really, like, damage a reread, depending on how well this twist is actually set up. Tenguyama is not a character I thought that much about, so I don't really have an opinion one way or the other. But Robin asks him, does Momo know? No, and I have no intention of telling him, although perhaps the vassals are aware. I am the very man who allowed Orochi to seize control over the land of Wano. How could I dare go public and declare my survival? Okay, and then he continues. Let me carry on. By the time I finally escaped from this room with my life intact, Odin had died, and Wano was terribly changed. What did Odin think had happened to Sukiyaki? Because I remember, if I recall correctly, he came back from traveling with Roger, from seeing the One Piece. And by that point, Orochi and Kaido had already taken over? Was that it? It's been a while, but I think that was it. So maybe Orochi just told him that Sukiyaki had died. I don't know. But Sukiyaki goes on. I thought of committing seppuku right on the spot. But Robin stops and waits. Mr. Tengu, I'm certain that somewhere in this country is the ancient weapon, Pluton. Okay. The poneglyph in Alabasta said it was here. I wish I hadn't just finished Alabasta in my anime rewatch. Or my anime watch, I suppose. So I could, like, see the end, see Robin's arc in Alabasta with this knowledge that, like, even if Crocodile had won in Alabasta, even if he had gotten control, he never would have gotten Pluton, because Pluton, it was only the information about Pluton that was in Alabasta. It wasn't Pluton itself. Because Sukiyaki tells her it is. Okay. Are we about to find out what Pluton is? Because we still don't really know what Pluton is, right? I don't think we ever had that really confirmed. I don't know. Let me Google search the ancient weapons real quick, or wiki search the ancient weapons real quick, to see if we one of them is Shirahoshi herself, right? Yeah, Poseidon is Shirahoshi with her power to talk to sea kings. We have no knowledge of what Uranus is. And Pluton was the ship, because Frankie had the blueprints, right. Right, that was the whole thing in Water 7 and its lobby. But before we get any more information on that, we come to the excavation camp in Udon. And this wasn't the prison that Luffy was in for a while. I forget what this is. But we hear like a kaboom, people like scream, ah! And it's a bunch of beast pirates who have been like impaled with these like tentacle looking things. I don't know, like they're not just like being stabbed, they're being like, you know, the life sucked out of them. And I don't know what this is about here, but we see it's King and Queen who are here. King is also getting stabbed as someone calls King. Queen. King looks roughly the same as he did beforehand. Queen is like, his face is like hollowed out there. And Queen just yells, ah, I'm supposed to be the guy who stays around. And is this Ryokugyu? Or Ryokugyu? Whatever however you, let me look up how it's supposed to be pronounced. Ryokugyu, there we go. I warned you not to test me, didn't I? A guy in my position can't go around getting beat by pirate subordinates. The Navy doesn't have any spare manpower to send around performing cleanup. And you're just who I thought you were. Hold up. What does that mean? Unless this is Queen's line. Because, like, that the Navy doesn't have any spare manpower looks like it's pointing towards Ryokugyu. But he should know who they are. You're just who I thought you were. Makes more sense to go with Ryokugyu, given that we know so little about him. But that seems to be Ryokugyu's line. I don't know. But one of those tentacle things is, like, stabbed into a barrel of water and is, like, absorbing it. Hwah! That booze... Oh, no, it's just, like, booze. He's drinking booze with his fingers or whatever that's supposed to be. That booze tastes like crap. Needs more time to age. Navy HQ Admiral Ryokugyu, real name Aramaki. And I don't think we've ever met anyone... I don't think that's the name we've met before. No, this is our first time really seeing him. Okay. Like it's not a reveal, he's someone we met. But yeah, we have what he looks like for the first time. And then I guess it's probably still Sakazuki who picks up. Or no, it's not, because I saw the next line. Hello, this is me. I'm in Wano. Send me a battleship. And whoever it is recognizes him, huh? Oh, Ryoku. And don't you dare squeal to Sakazuki. Got it? Bye. Okay. So he's keeping this from Sakazuki. Despite the fact that Sakazuki, he had the conversation with Sakazuki last week. He said he was in Wano when he did that. So, there's something going on there. Don't know what it is. Ryokugyu hangs up and comments, I love that guy's cut no corners attitude. I want to hear him say, you did good when I bring in the kid's head. Rahaha. Is that Fujitora he's talking to? I don't know. I don't know who, like, it's clearly not Sakazuki, but I don't know who else he'd be talking to. I don't know. Anyway, back at the flower capital. Okay, it's someone's up there. We're back at the party. Back at the post-Wano party. Okay, everybody, listen up. Ninja, pirate, make samurai! And we don't know who this person is up there. People are asking, who's that guy? Spit it, pal! But whoever it is keeps on calling royal servants, Yakuza, land of Wano! You guys all fought hard! And Luffy calls out to him, it might be Momo? Lead a toast, you're the party leader! No, it's not Momo, because he's watching up to the same conversation. And we see Yamato like carrying Luffy to Momo. And I think this is Luffy, who says to Momo, don't tell Wano about me. But why not? Because then I'll be a hero. Which ties all the way back to Fishman Island. The whole, he doesn't want to be a hero, he's the pirate, he steals and shit. Oh no, it actually might be Luffy who's up there? Because Kid runs at him, and we see there's like a huge height gap between Luffy and Kid right here, as Kid runs after him. Straw Hat! Yeah, there might be Luffy who's making that whole announcement, which would make sense with the you guys all fought hard, because he's saying it wasn't him, it was a second person kind of thing. And And Law runs at him. If I get rid of you right now, okay, the two emperors are Luffy and Law. That's what's going on here. Because if I get rid of you right now, the rest of that sentence would be, I'll be an emperor. Because the two new emperors are going to be Luffy and Law. That's my prediction right now. Hey, Jaggy! And then they, like, launch the fireworks for the celebration. Okay, in celebration of tomorrow's meals, and as Kid is, like, lunging for Luffy, like, stretches his hand around Kid's neck and, like, brings him in for a hug. Here goes! Kanpai! A toast to this party! Let's drink the night away! And there is our good old-fashioned One Piece party shot. As, like, this gets the full page, the firework behind them, all the people toasting to the freedom of Wano. It's just a damn good panel there, Oda. We see, like, everyone who's still alive cheering. Sanji and Nami and Shinobu and Usopp and Zoro and Frankie and Denjiro and Raizo and Toko and Kiku, Carrot and Nekomamushi and Inuarashi and the other, like, musketeers. Hyogoro comments, these pirates sure do love to carry on. And all my life I've never heard of a party this big and raucous. And we see Kinemon, and Kinemon's with someone. That might be... Oh, I think that's Suru's wife, who he's with. And then we see Tama and her lion, whose name I always forget, and my boy Hamlet. I love my boy Hamlet. And then we see, like, the heart pirates all going on, the kid pirates going on, and Luffy Kid snaps Luffy's arm off him. Why are you wrapping your arm around me? Just look at this. He shows him the bounty. I came here to eliminate you. I've got no idea what happened in the outside world, but this is who they're calling the four. Oh, fucking hell! What the fuck? The four emperors now! Shanks and Blackbeard, we knew. Luffy, obviously. And Buggy! My man just can't stop falling upward. We stand, Buggy. Good shit. Good fucking shit. Buggy is now called the Genius Jester. What a man. What an icon. I cannot... That got me. I thought it would be like, you know, one of the three captains who took down the two emperors. But no. I don't know what the hell Buggy did. I have no idea what that man did. He's never done anything important in his life. I really, really hope that we're not going to come back from hiatus, because this is the last page of the hiatus. Let's read these last two panels. We'll talk more about Buggy. Because we see Ryokugyu as he walks away from, I guess, killing King and Queen. Sounds like they're having a grand old time up there. Well, the Navy ain't in any mood to celebrate, you brats. The world outside is one unholy mess right now. One Piece will return on July 24th. Alright, ignoring that for now. Back to Buggy. Back to Buggy, my man. Like, I so hope that we're not going to find out that, like, Buggy actually did something big to become an emperor. Buggy constantly failing upwards. I know it's not going to happen, because I know Luffy will end up becoming Pirate King by the end of the series. But I really want Luffy to, like, deserve Pirate King, but somehow Buggy gets it at the last fucking second. That would be so fucking funny. Like, my man just can't stop failing upwards. He cannot stop failing upwards. What a king. No, what an emperor. Good fucking shit. Good fucking shit, my man, Buggy. Okay. Alright. Buggy the Clown, or not Buggy the Clown. Buggy the Genius Jester. What a man. What a fucking man. I can't stop laughing. He's just too good. It's easily the funniest moment Oda has thrown at us in many years. Good lord. Buggy somehow trips his way into being a fucking emperor. Cannot top that. You cannot top that. Okay. Let's talk about the rest of this. I imagine the next few chapters are going to be where we start to find out about the outside world. The arc is over. It's the part in One Piece where, like, we see what's going on in the world outside of Luffy and the gang. We see what's going on in the broader world. And so I reckon we'll get answers about maybe how Buggy became an emperor. Maybe we'll finally get our Sabo answers, because he's been presumed dead for like 100 chapters now. I think as soon as we come back in another month, we're going to start to get all those things. So that's exciting. I can't wait to see all that. But yeah, other things we get here. You know, to go on with the, like, it's an end of arc vibe, we're just getting kind of reveals up the wazoo. It's still kind of starting slow. I think we're gonna snowball into bigger reveals as this goes on. But like, we finally get Ryokugyu's face. Hundreds of chapters, years after he was first teased, we finally now know what he looks like. And he has someone who he's like relying on to bring a battleship to Wano. So that's a whole thing we're gonna have to find out about. We find out about Sukiyaki being alive, Pluton being in Wano, which, like, I don't know. You know, the whole report over the hiatus is that, you know, is to lead into the final saga, the post-Wano stuff. But if Pluton is here right now, we might be in Wano for a little longer as we deal with all that shit. I don't know. That's like, that and the Emperors are like the big thing this chapter just drops on us. You know, Sukiyaki I don't care enough about to know that he's alive. Ryokugyu is a guy for later. We'll deal with him at a later point. The party's fun. You know, it's a classic One Piece party vibe. But, like, it's Pluton and it's the Emperors. Because, yeah, the Emperors. God, what a way to, like, leave us, Oda. You know, by the way, Buggy is a fucking Yonko now. Peace. See you in a month. What the fuck, Oda? What the fuck? You can't just drop that on us. You cannot just drop Buggy the Emperor. Holy shit. Holy shit. Like, I don't know. Buggy's whole life story is one of the funniest parts of One Piece to me. But I never in my wildest dreams thought he'd end up a fucking emperor. God. Where will the man go next? Where will the man go next? I don't know. But yeah. 3 billion berry bounties, Luffy an emperor, Buggy an emperor, Pluton in Wano, Ryokugyu here bringing a battleship. Those little hints that Ryokugyu gives at the end of the world being one unholy mess right now, implying things have gotten even more ridiculous since the Reverie. I need the next chapter, Oda. That July 24th cannot get here fast enough. That's my stance on that. Holy shit, One Piece is good. One Piece is like One Piece is One Piece. It's a classic. It's amazing. It's the gold standard by which manga are judged. And I can't wait to see where we all go from here next. So I'm going to leave the video off here. Hope you'll enjoy the chapter and the video itself. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe, or, you know, do whatever makes you happy, you know? And as always, your life is your own, okay? Bye!